everyone, welcome to this November update for 2019. Thank you so much for checking out this video. We're just grateful that you'd be willing to spend the time to do that. I also want to share about a project we just finished. It's a kind of an overview video that we put up on our website, and what it does is it kind of explains it answers the question that people ask, like, what do you guys do? So what it does is it starts with the purposes and the reasons why we do what we do, and then it goes through the different aspects of what it takes to plant a church and then our role in that and then how to be involved. So it's pretty thorough. It's 15 minutes, which I know it kind of is a definite, time investment, but I'd appreciate if you'd be willing to check it out just so you can understand better what's going on in this ministry. So what I'd like to do this month is to give a recap and kind of reflect on 2019 and what God did in this ministry and what we were able to be a part of. One of the first things I want to do is share that, 2019 we were able to finalize with our adoption with Sienna, which was just a magical experience, and we were just so grateful. It was a long time coming. It took a lot of years to get to that point, but we're just so grateful for it, and our lives are just completely enhanced, and we're so joyful with Sienna and so grateful for what God's done there. Also, this year we moved from Southern California in August to Colorado. There's a lot of reasons that went into that, and we could definitely share all those reasons with you if you're interested, but we're really grateful we're here, and we know that this is going to be a great place for the next phases of our ministry here. And now that we're in Colorado, we're currently in a home search. We're looking to actually buy a home here and really establish roots, and our ministry, we believe, will fit well in this area. There was a lot that happened in ministry this year that we're very grateful for. I want to start with the events. So this year, I'm just going to kind of go through them real quick. So we had an MK retreat, a pretty large one in Missouri that went super well. We were really grateful for all those that came. We had gatherings that were in different places in the country. We called them MK gatherings. We had one at a coffee shop in Missouri, one in a coffee shop in Florida, and we had a whale watching trip in Southern California. We were able to have our annual MK reentry program at Biola University. It was not for students at Biola, but it was a place we used to facilitate this program. It was a 2-week program with MKs coming from all over that were just fresh off the field, and it was such a success. It's probably our 2 favorite weeks of the year. I was actually able to go to Indonesia this year for a leadership conference for the different missionaries on that particular field, and I came and did a program for all the teens, spiritual emphasis and transition content. I was also brought to our training center in Missouri, and we did a program for the youth that live on center there. It was about 30 youth that their parents are on staff at that training center, and I did a program, kind of a spiritual emphasis week, as well as transition content as they move out of the mission, and a lot of them were overseas as well. We were able to have a team, our MK Care team retreat that we did in Southern California. It was a 3-day retreat where we were planning and preparing for this year, and it was so good. We were really grateful for it. We had a lot of things that project-wise that were put on our radar that we decided we wanted to take on from that retreat, so we were grateful for it. We had some opportunity for professional development, so we were a part of the MK Synergy Conference, which was basically 180 people from all over the country and world. Actually, there was quite a few represented from different countries that work with MKs at different levels, and we were able to network and share resources and really work towards working together better. We also had what we called the MK Summit, which was Ethnos 360, everyone involved in MK Care, whether they're on the field at one of our schools or whether they're in the US, our team, the team that's focused on helping families prepare for educating your kids. We all come together every year, and that was great this year. And we also had our annual gathering with all the member care folks that are all across the country, dotted throughout the country, and we get together and we do some professional development sessions as well as networking and working together to figure out how we can do this better. I was able to do some mission rep work. I was at Biola University for their missions conference, as well as at Calvary Chapel Bible College in Temecula, California, both kind of sharing about the ministry and sharing about what Ethnos 360 does to the students there on campus. Outside of events, we also visited MKs in our area, and so when we were in Southern California, we met with a few in the LA and San Diego area, And then when we moved, we've now visited with a couple that are up going to school in the Denver area. And I wanted to touch on some of the projects that popped up in 2019 that we were able to really work on and get moving on. And one would be a grants program, so we were able to get funding secured and available for our families to help send their kids to reentry programs. They're not free, they cost money just because we have to rent facilities and all that, and so it was really helpful for those families to have some funds available so they could send their kids to those awesome programs. And then lastly, we've been working with our Bible school, who has interns at their school, to build a program for our team to have our interns that will be based there at the Bible school. And that will be fantastic. Starting next year, we'll be able to have at least one intern, if not multiple, that will help us do our job better. So as you can see, we were really busy, had a lot on our plates, and we're really, really excited for all that's on tap for 2020. We have a lot of great trips and all of the different ministry aspects that we've done last year. Most of those will be going on this year as well. So really excited about the things that are on tap. If, for instance, next February, I'll be heading to Papua New Guinea to our high school there, and I'll be doing a transition conference with all the high school students. So really excited about that. And it's really just important to just say that this is all done to keep the Great Commission work moving forward, our families being supported as they are translating the Bible and teaching. We're here supporting those families so they can be there to do that and reach the unreached who are still waiting. And we couldn't do that without you, and so we're really grateful for your partnership and your support, your prayer, your finance support. We're just grateful. Thank you so much for allowing us to do this ministry, and we hope you feel part of it as well. May you have a great December and Christmas season, and we'll check in again at the end of the year.